In this example, we have a main cable of a suspension bridge that forms a parabola, and we're going to be using this form of a parabola, which is called vertex form. And they give us what each variable represents. Y is the height of the cable above the roadway. X is the horizontal distance from the left bridge support. A is a constant, and HK is your vertex. So we need to find the vertex first, and we can actually find the vertex using our table of values here, and here's why. I start noticing that the Y values match up, and you can think of that as the height, so 307s and then 4,000. So that means this has to be my vertex, which is 1400, 27. So right here is my vertex at 1400, 27. And the reason I knew that from the table of values is when they start matching up, for instance, this point right here would be 2800, 307. And then this point right here would be 0, 307. So that means they're symmetrical about the vertex here. So they start having the exact same heights of 307s, and then it goes to 4000s. All right, so there is my vertex. Now I have to write the equation. So the generic form is y equals a x minus h squared plus k. I now have my h comma k. Again, this is 1400, 27. And then, so I could plug that in right here and right here. And then I can also use the table of values, and I can plug in an x value and a y value, so that all I would have left over is my a in order to solve for. So essentially we need to solve for this next. So I'm going to pick an ordered pair from the chart. I'm going to choose what seems to be the easiest one to work with because it has a 0 in it. So I'm going to use 0, 307. So 0, 307. This will be the x that I plug in, and this will be the y. So let's start plugging in our equation here. So 307 is my y value. We're trying to find a. So x is 0 minus h is my first coordinate of my vertex, which is 1400. And then my k is 27. Oh, and I forgot my power of 2 there. All right, so to solve for a, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 27 from both sides. So this is equal to 280, and that's equal to a, and then 0 minus 1400 is just negative 1400, and that's to the second power. All right, so to solve for a, essentially, I could square the 1400 first if I wanted to. Or I can move it to the other side by dividing. So let's actually square the negative 1400. When you square it, it will be positive. So if I do 1400 and square that, I get 1,960,000. Okay, so the last step is to divide both sides by that number. And you're going to get a really small decimal. Okay, so if I type in 280 divided by 1,960,000, I get 0.00142857. But if you can convert that to a fraction using the converter on a calculator, you actually get 1 over 7,000. So I could write my final equation. So y equals, I now know my a value, right? It's 1 over 7,000, easier to use the fraction form. So x minus 1400 squared, and then my y coordinate, my vertex was 27.